Have you ever been in one of those situations with a girl who's supposed to just be a friend, but then she starts giving you these hints? These are subtle little signs that maybe she wants to be more than just friends. Figuring out if a platonic friendship is starting to turn into something more intimate is one of the oldest fears and uncertainties guys face. The signs can be so damn subtle, and trying to decode them can leave you feeling like an amateur scientist studying hieroglyphics. Well, today, we're breaking down the top 10 giveaways and hints that the someone who's supposed to just be a friend may low-key have caught feelings and is starting to see you as more than just a pal. Keep your eyes peeled because these clues are easy to miss. Number 1. Her eyes linger a little too long. Probably the most primal, instinctual sign of attraction is through eye contact and gaze. Friends make plenty of normal eye contact during conversations, but if you notice her eyes lingering on you for a few extended moments, or she's holding these intense, heated stares that go beyond the normal friend dynamics, it's likely because her brain is being flooded with dopamine from checking you out. Scientists have found that when someone feels a spark of attraction towards someone else, their gaze intensity increases as they fire up the reward centers of the brain associated with romantic love. So if her eyes seem to be unconsciously drinking you in, it's a sign she's becoming smitten. Number 2, she finds excuses for physical contact. Another big giveaway is if physical touch starts extending beyond normal friend boundaries. Friends may give each other hugs, hello and goodbye, or celebratory high fives. But if she's taking it a step further and finding excuses to lightly touch your forearm in conversation, playfully shove you, or make other lingering physical contacts, it's a subconscious way of her manufacturing intimacy. When someone develops a romantic interest, they naturally start wanting to close that physical space between you two and make those small, comforting physical connections. It's her way of testing those waters of intimacy before making any overt moves. Number 3, the teasing gets ultra flirtatious. Every friend group engages in some good-natured jokes and teasing banter from time to time. That's normal. But if you notice her conversational jokes and quips with you suddenly taking on an unmistakably flirtatious tone, it's probably not just innocent humor anymore. When a woman starts directing that excessive, almost impossible to ignore flirting your way, it's because she's trying to mirror the vibe of a romantic courtship. The constant teasing, joking, and efforts to get a laugh or reaction out of you are working subconscious overtime to create a flirtatious dynamic that lovers and couples often have. Number 4, she's a master of casual body language flirting. Beyond the heated eye contact and lingering gaze we covered earlier, there are plenty of other subtle body language cues that can reveal if a woman's interest goes beyond the friend zone. Things like angling her body to face you during conversations, playing with her hair, adjusting her clothing. These are all subconscious preening behaviors humans do to grab the attention of potential mates. An open, relaxed posture and positioning her body to remain in your orbit signals comfort and self-confidence around you. Little things like gently grazing your arm or knee when emphasis points can mean she's subconsciously putting herself in your personal space. All signs point to one thing: she's flirting with you even if she's not cognizant of it. Number 5, she's the friend who pays disturbingly close attention. When a woman views you as just a buddy, she'll generally listen when you share details about your life, but not be able to recall specifics days or weeks later. It's just how little mental bandwidth gets devoted to purely platonic friends. However, when romantic interest enters the picture, she automatically kicks into analytical drive and starts paying extremely close attention to everything you say and do. She'll start noticing and remembering little personal tidbits, random opinions, or minor comments you made ages ago that just stuck in her mind. If she's recalling or bringing up some inconsequential anecdote you drunkenly rambled about 5 months ago, it's a subtle glimpse into how much she's shifted into truly listening to you because you've taken on a new significance as a potential partner. Still to come, we've got 5 more notable behaviors that indicate she's catching romantic feelings, so stick around. Number 6, her friends seem to know something you don't. Another possible red flag that her feelings towards you are turning romantic is how her close friends behave when you're around them as a group. Specifically, you may notice them making sly references to you without prompting or acting almost territorial about guarding her attention. Maybe it's her bestie dropping not-so-subtle hints about your dating life or giving you awkward vibes like they're all in on some inside joke. While it could be simple immaturity, it's often a sign that there's been some behind-the-scenes discussion between them about her budding crush on you that you're not privy to yet. Number 7. She constantly seeks out quality one-on-one time. It's perfectly normal for close friends to make efforts to hang out regularly and spend quality time together. But if you notice her going out of her way to prioritize and actively pursue one-on-one hangouts with just the two of you, it could signify her interest extending beyond the platonic. When a woman starts craving and manufacturing those private moments and intimate settings where it's just you and her, it means she values and draws secret enjoyment from that subdued romantic atmosphere you two have when it's just the two of you. She's creating opportunities for emotions and sexual tension to escalate. Number 8. She finds excuses to make physical contact linger. Earlier, we touched on how she might start introducing casual, lingering physical touches into your interactions as a way to test boundaries and manufacture intimacy. Well, if her touches start extending in duration, like allowing a hug to linger for a few extra seconds or keeping her hand on your arm through multiple moments, it's getting harder for her to hide the romantic undertones. The longer the physical contact, the higher the level of intimacy. So if hugs, high fives, or any other touches seem to get dragged out in a way that exceeds normal friend decorum, it's a good bet she's subconsciously or consciously hoping to spark a deeper physical and emotional connection with you. Number 9. She goes out of her way for you. When it's just a platonic friendship, neither person is really going to overexert themselves or reshape their lifestyles to accommodate the other person's needs and wants. You help each other out here and there, sure, but there are limits. If you notice her making substantial efforts and personal sacrifices to work around your schedule, drop everything to give you support when you need it, or just put herself out in a way that seems above and beyond normal friend consideration. Chances are her actions are being fueled by her growing romantic feelings. She simply values, prioritizes, and cherishes you in a deeper way now. Number 10. She gets weirdly jealous over your other romantic interests. One of the biggest, most undeniable signs that a just friend situation is taking a romantic turn is if you notice her exhibiting jealous behavior when you show interest in other women. Now we all know jealousy can rear its ugly head in even the most platonic friendships if we get anxious about being replaced or abandoned. But there's a distinct difference between that mild, logical jealousy over a friend getting distant versus the intense, heated variety that stems from romantic feelings. If you start dating someone new or bring up your latest dating app adventures, and her reaction is overblown, pouty, or dripping with insecurity about losing your romantic attention, that's a giant waving red flag that her feelings have traveled far beyond the friend zone. True platonic friends may feel a twinge of jealousy if you get a girlfriend who monopolizes your time, but a friend who secretly developed deeper romantic feelings, she's going to have a much harder time masking her envy, possessiveness, and fear of you diverting your affections elsewhere. So there you have it, all 10 signs that your friend may not be content with just keeping things friendly anymore. The trickiest part is deciding what to do once you sense that romantic interest, but that's a topic for another video. For now, stay woke to these signs and clues she's crushing on you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to After School Psychology for more dating tips, tricks, and hacks.